The city this year is doing a pilot project, and they've hired 8 community specialists to do targeted outreach to underrepresented communities around voting. And our hope is to increase Native voter turnout, or at the very least maintain the levels that have occurred in the past. The next project that we're going to be working on is doing door knocking.
We know that Native people vote. You know, they vote in their tribal elections in really good numbers. And Minnesota generally has one of the highest turnout rates in the country, so we just want to encourage the Native voters in the city to participate in the general elections the way that they participate in tribal elections. So I'm hoping that as we move forward as NACD, that we'll be able to engage folks in civic participation and just make that part of our tradition.
You know, we have tried to the idea of engaging people beyond the vote. You know, we held an Indigenous town hall forum, and so we actually asked people, you know, specifically from Little Earth, what are the issues that they care about? What are some of the things that matter to them? What are some of the ways in which we can engage people around voting?
Obviously, right now, water rights and environmental rights are huge. Language revitalization.
Treaty rights, people talk about that a lot. And I think there's a lot of concern about violence in the community, the opioid epidemic, wanting to make sure that federal or local officials are taking some kind of action around what people are seeing in their community.
One other thing I'm excited about too is we heard a lot of requests about general voter education, like sort of sharing the information that you would share with a new American, because I think a lot of folks in our community feel like they don't have the sort of citizenship 101. So being able to bring that information to them, like what does a state representative do? What does a federal representative do? What does a city council person do? So I think just making elections and voting feel approachable to people is a large part of how we've been successful so far. Another piece that we're excited about doing is through our Make Voting a Tradition Facebook page, we've been posting videos of community members talking about why they think voting is important. People share, who they are, their name, and then why they vote, why they engage in the civic life. We've gotten elders, we've gotten different community leaders.
All over the rest of the country, Minnesota is unique in how many Native people are elected to office. And even though there's small numbers, there's a couple more people running, and Representative Peggy Flanagan, was saying that she hopes that they get elected and then they'll be able to have a legitimate Native caucus at the Capitol.
We have a really strong Native presence here, and just increasing that collaboration and that working together is how we move forward and elect more of our people.